Welcome to the McTaggart Attack Podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast today. I appreciate it. And in today's episode, I want to talk about something that I talked about in yesterday's episode, if you watched and or listened to that one. Because I'm sort of alluding to politics. And I was going to go on a rant about politics in my last podcast episode where I was talking about how I reply on social media by telling people to have a great day, but I was going to rant about something else, but I'm like, no, wait. Save it for another episode, Kevin. Divide this content up so you can have multiple episodes. Talking about two topics in one episode is just stupid. Anyway, this was a thought that I had today. And so this week, today, in fact, as I'm recording this episode might come out actually tomorrow morning as I'm thinking about it now because it's much more timely. But the soon-to-be outgoing Attorney General William Barr had a press conference today. His last day is the 23rd, I think. I think it's Wednesday. But he had a press conference today, and he was asked about if he was going to have a special counsel assigned for the Hunter Biden case or for the election fraud the election fraud claims. I can talk today. It's not like I've recorded 2 podcast episodes in a day today. Anyway, he was asked about those, and he said that he was not going to assign a special counsel for those before he leaves. And it got me thinking, like, I'm pretty sure when he leaves, he's probably gonna say some shit about our current president, Donald Trump. And if you're listening to this after Inauguration Day 2021, I really hope Biden is president now. I'm assuming he will. He will. He has to. They keep saying that there's nothing that can stop Biden from being president in Inauguration Day of 2021, but who knows? But Trump is too stupid to plan anything anyway. All he's doing is whining and complaining, so what the hell does that fucking matter? But anyway, like, I want to talk about another part of politics that's just infuriating to me. And the point of it is, like, you know, Bill Barr, when he leaves, he's probably going to talk shit about Trump. I'm expecting that. Because everybody who's left the Trump administration, for the most part, talks shit about Trump. And I'm assuming Barr is going to do the exact same thing. And it just got me thinking, though, because, like, everybody hates Bill Barr. Everybody on the left. All Democrats hate Bill Barr because they're afraid of what he's going to do, what he's doing, how evil he is, how bad he is, and all that shit. But it got me thinking. If he does talk shit about Trump when he leaves, people are gonna, like, look at him in a new way. And I'm like, how do you make that switch so damn quickly? But it makes sense because there's precedence for it, because there's a ton of precedents for it. Because, like, look at Sean Spicer. Everybody hated him when he was the communications guy, the secretary, the communications person, you know, like what that Kelly McEnany is now, right? Anyway, I don't know the titles, but it got me thinking, like, when John Bolton was like an advisor to defense and security under Trump, people were worried about him because of things he said about war and stuff like that, and how he's in favor of war. I don't know exactly what he said, but you know what I mean? Like, he was vilified by the left. Vilified. But then he comes on CNN and he's talking, and it's like he's the damn voice of reason. He was classified as like a wacko by the liberals and the Democrats. And then he leaves and they're like, oh, hey, no, he's the voice of reason. And then the Republicans talk about how crazy he is now. But they weren't saying how crazy he was before that. They weren't saying how crazy he was when he was in the Trump administration. Only after. And I'm pretty sure the same damn thing's going to happen to Barr. The Republicans are going to talk shit about Barr and say how awful he was. And then the Democrats are going to say, no, he was great. He was a hero. What the fuck is wrong with us? This is just another example of like the hypocrisy. I don't even know if it's like a hypocrisy of politics. I just think it's how things are viewed, you know, because it's just annoying to me. Well, actually, no, it is like the hypocrisy of politics, because like if Trump was the Democratic president, the Democrats would love him and the Republicans would hate him. You know? Think about that. That's what I think about all the time. Like if the roles were reversed, they'd be performing the roles that they'd be having to perform. Because now the Republicans have to change roles and go against what the president wants. And the Democrats have to switch roles and go for what the president wants. Even though they both probably want similar type things. Like, it's just the vilifying that goes on, depending on what you watch, is irritating. Because, like, now John Bolton is the voice of reason on CNN when he was condemned on that same network. Like, I guarantee Bill Barr will be on CNN and they'll kiss his ass when he tells all. And it's just annoying to me that this goes on. I say it's annoying, but in the same time, I think from now on, I'm going to find comfort in this, because I don't think I'm going to be worried about how vilified these people are. Because if you think about it, we all live in the same country. We all want our country to succeed. We all want, you know, to be the best country we can be. And if Democrats had used a phrase like "Make America Great Again," we'd be like, yeah, make America great again. But no, the Republicans say "Make America Great Again," like, oh, you racist motherfuckers. You see what I mean? It's just, the hypocrisy is just so disgusting, and I'm fucking tired of it. I'm more in the middle as I get older. And who knows? I'm just more in the middle, more now than ever. And I think as the years go by, I'll continue to be more in the middle and just go with whatever I want and not listen to or pay attention to how certain people are vilified. In fact, I might even root for the people who are vilified. Because I think from now on, whenever I see someone get vilified for whatever reason, I'm going to look into it and see if they really are as awful as people claim that they be, as networks claim that they be. It's just irritating. I'm tired of watching the news and getting scared. I'm tired of watching the news and having anxiety. Because that's how you get viewers, is by anxiety. It's how much anxiety can you create in these viewers to keep them watching. You know, because like, well, we'll answer these questions for you. We'll help you out, blah, blah, blah. We're just letting you know all this stuff. And you're like so scared to change the channel because you need to know what's happening. And it doesn't really all matter anyway, because they're all doing the same shit. They're all on the same side secretly. They just, I just at the news networks, depending on you watch, like either Fox, CNN, MSNBC, OWN, whatever, they're going to slant it however the way they're going to slant it. And you just have to get your head out of your ass and just look into stuff the way that you want to look into stuff. And so what if someone's vilified in an administration? He's going to be a hero once they leave that administration, because that's usually what fucking happens, especially over the past 4 years. And I'm just sick of it. And I feel better now. For now, until I watch news again and they fuck with my anxiety. And that's the bottom line. If you smell what the McTaggart Attack Podcast is cooking.